Happy Constitution Day. I'm Abigail Adams, and I am pleased to present United States Constitution Trivia, presented by American History Live. Question number 1. The United States Constitution establishes that the government exists for the people. How does the preamble of the U.S. Constitution state this? We the people, the very first words of our United States Constitution. Question number 2. According to Article 1, which branch of government declares war? The legislative branch, by a majority vote of both the United States House of Representatives and Senate. Question number 3. Must all congressional districts be the same geographic size? No, they must have the same population numbers. Question number 4. The executive branch of government blanks the laws. Enforces. This is why the bureaucracy reports to the president, the head of the executive branch. Question number 5. The president blanks Supreme Court justices. The Congress blanks Supreme Court justices. The president appoints or nominates Supreme Court justices, while Congress, specifically the United States Senate, approves or confirms that justice. Question number 6. In what circumstance does a vice president vote in the United States Senate? A tie. My husband, John Adams, first vice president, broke 29 ties in his 8 years in office. Question number 7. The judicial branch blanks laws. The judicial branch interprets laws. The federal judicial branch includes the United States Supreme Court and lower federal courts. Question number 8. Under Article 3, how long can a United States Supreme Court justice serve? Life. The longest serving Supreme Court justice was William Douglas for 36 years, 7 months, and 8 days. Question number 9. Can the United States Supreme Court declare a state law unconstitutional? Yes. The United States Constitution is the supreme law of the land. Federal, state, and local governments must follow its rules. Question 10. According to Article 3, how many Supreme Court justices are required? There are no constitutional required number of justices. We have had as few as 6 and as many as 10, but we have had 9 Supreme Court justices by law since 1869. Question 11. How many state legislatures must approve a constitutional amendment? 3/4, or currently 38 of the 50 states. An amendment must also receive a 2/3 vote in both the United States House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate. Question 12. When police are questioning a suspect, they are given their Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided to you. Which two amendments of the United States Constitution are police officers reminding suspects of? The Fifth and Sixth Amendment. The Fifth Amendment protects against self-incrimination. The Sixth Amendment guarantees the right to an attorney. Question number 13. Ben was prosecuted and convicted in state court for posting a tweet against the governor. During his trial, Ben received a life sentence. 2 years later, the United States Supreme Court overturned his conviction, stating the state had violated Ben's constitutional rights. Which two amendments from the Bill of Rights apply in this case? The First and the Eighth. The First Amendment protects freedom of speech. The Eighth Amendment prevents excessive punishment. Question number 14. Prior to the 19th Amendment, states could prevent whom from voting? Women. Wyoming was the first state to grant women's suffrage in 1869. Finally, question 15. What is the only amendment to be abolished by another? The 18th Amendment was abolished by the 21st. The 18th Amendment established a national prohibition in 1919. The 21st repealed this amendment in 1933. How did you do? Drop your score below. Happy Constitution Day.